Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. It's Unbiased election projections here. I did release an election night that premiered earlier a couple hours ago. Hope y'all made it. If you did not make it, that's okay because you can still watch it. This is a suggestion from one of my viewers. Generation. I'm forgetting their what generation they are, but it's a sequence of numbers. Eduardo Ibarra. So he suggested this, and it's the future of the Democratic Party. So I'm going to talk about states that are, and this is 2024 I'm talking about, and Donald Trump is not going to run in 2024. Now, if there is a small chance that if he loses to Joe Biden, that he runs again because, and I can actually see that happen because he is known for having an ego, but I doubt that he's going to run again. And in this scenario, probably the most likely scenario, um, I'm gonna be talking about if he does not run again. So, who are who are the Republican Party's options? Well, they can obviously nominate. Maybe they can. Uh, there are two wings of the party, not policy wise. Like Democrats, even the moderates. Uh, Center Democrat, like a moderate Democrat, would be maybe an Amy Klobuchar. Center Democrat would be like a Barack Obama, and then a progressive Democrat would be like Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren. Uh, the Republicans have a wedge down the middle, and it's called the establishment GOP and the Trump populist GOP. And just so you guys know, I don't think that Trump is a populist, but most people do, so I'm just going to roll with that opinion. Um, so let's talk about states that are more establishment GOP. So we're gonna let's add a news. This will be establishment GOP is gonna be something like that. It's an ugly color, but okay. Establishment GOP. So I'm talking about the future of the Republican Party, not really the Democrats, but so establishment GOP states it would be on the presidential level, um, primary level. Uh, establishment GOP states would be states that are kind of less smaller populations. I would say generally Arizona and New Mexico are most of the South. So most of these states are establishment GOP states. Um, so yeah. However, they're actually no, not West Virginia. And then we're gonna do populist GOP. So yeah, so populist GOP would occupy, I believe, also establishment GOP in West Virginia. Establishment GOP does go up kind of around here to Maine. Actually, not Maine second district. That's more populist GOP. But as you can see, oh my god, that's horrible. The establishment GOP, DC's establishment, has an edge on the party, and that's why so many people consider Donald Trump to be an underdog throughout the 2016 primaries. But Trump won in places that are filled in orange on this map. Like for example, I believe let's pull the Republican. Oh, okay. So my capture is only one tab, but I'm looking at the map right now, and Ted Cruz states. Well, Ted Cruz wasn't really, but Trump won in Montana. He won in North and South Dakota, and won Nebraska. He won all across the South. So we're already looking at the populist GOP. Also, I'm going to change this because it's too, it's right. It'll be an ugly color. There we go. So, kind of a gray. So, Ted Cruz states from 2016. Let's see, populist GOP. And just, Ted Cruz is not really part of the establishment. He is more of kind of in the middle. He definitely not a populist, but he is not part of the establishment. So let's see. Yeah, Ted Cruz also won. Marco Rubio won. Yeah, Rubio's part of the establishment. So is John Kasich, who won these states. Whoops, it was from GOP. Okay, let's fix this up. And then the rest of these states all went for Donald Trump. I believe Ted Cruz won Alaska as well. Yeah, he won Alaska. But the rest of these states all went for Donald Trump. So when we talk about the future of the GOP, you have to you cannot forget that Donald Trump, against all odds, I didn't think he was going to win the primary. He won that primary, and I know this isn't delegates. I'm just filling the states, but I think that the GOP could realistically, we could see a party split with the GOP, because the establishment GOP still does not like Trump. They are less talkative about it for sure than they were 5 years ago. But they do not like Donald Trump. The Republicans who are not endorsing Donald Trump are, they are all, they're all, uh, Mitt Romney establishment, George Bush establishment, Jeb Bush establishment, John Kasich establishment, uh, Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins um, and Tim or not Paul Ryan, not Tim Ryan, are all considering not endorsing him in their establishment GOPers. Um, Colin Powell is an establishment GOPer. So we could see a split um, uh, between the populist GOP and the establishment GOP. And again, I don't think that Donald Trump is a populist, but again, it's what most of the people think he is. So we could see a split with the GOP, or we could just see, them nominating because remember, they're before Donald Trump, they nominated Bush, McCain, and Romney, who are all establishment GOPers. And then they went, and they didn't really nominate Trump. They wanted it to be John Kasich or Marco Rubio, and they would have preferred Ted Cruz over Donald Trump. They hated Donald Trump. But as of right now, the establishment GOP is at odds with the populist GOP, and they're losing. And who are some populists that could take over the reins from Donald Trump? We could talk about Josh Hawley, senator from Missouri. I do believe that Steve Daines is a populist, but he's not going to run for president. But there are not a lot of populist GOPers left, because Tom Cotton is part of the establishment. He could run for president. Nikki Haley is part of the establishment. She could run for president. Who else did I say could run for president under the Republican banner in 2024? Who is? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Mike Pence is definitely part of the establishment. Other GOP candidate, maybe we could talk about I don't know, maybe. I mean, even when you speculate, Ted Cruz is probably neither. He's kind of in the middle. We're going to do pink. And we're going to do middle GOP. I guess kind of a weird group, but that would be Ted Cruz. But he's more establishment than populist, because he's definitely not a populist. So yeah, there is a lot of speculation about 2024 Republican candidates. I think that their best option would be with Nikki Haley or Josh Hawley. Certainly not Tom Cotton. Certainly not Ted Cruz. Those would be pretty bad options for them. But when we look, let's go over to the Senate, because blank map Senate. Yeah. So I'm just going to fill in this as of right now for what it looks like, because right now the GOP does hold the majority in the U.S. Senate. But realistically, they're not going. The GOP is probably not going to hold on to the Senate. I know there's a chance, and yes, there is a chance, but it's probably not going to happen. They're probably not going to hold on to the Senate. They have a shot, but I doubt that they're going to hold on to the Senate. Let's look at this. Joe Manchin in West Virginia. All of this good stuff. I know this kind of. Right, here we go. New Hampshire, Maine, 45. Okay, we're missing Pennsylvania. We're missing 46. We're missing one Democrat in the U.S. Senate. Who are we missing? Doug Jones. That's okay. And then the rest of this is all a Republican. So, and if we're gonna talk about establishment GOP, I'd say that every Republican in the U.S. Senate, other than maybe Josh Hawley in Missouri, is part of the establishment GOP. Ted Cruz maybe I'll be generous and say no, but Tom Cotton certainly, Bill Cassidy, all these people are part of the establishment GOP. None of the people in the Senate, other than maybe Josh Hawley and uh, I'm forgetting, and and yeah, other than Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz, most of these people are and I guess Rand Paul isn't really part of the establishment, so I guess it'll be nice and say Rand Paul, not really. But other than that, not the establishment GOP is at odds with the populist GOP, and I don't see a clear one if they're going to see a party split within the next 10 years, possibly. But the GOP is not going away. Conservative politics is not going away in America. So if you're a liberal saying in 5 years from now it'll be Democrats rule the world, that's not going to happen, unfortunately for Democrats. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. Please hit the like button right now, 3, 2, 1, or dislike. And if you haven't subscribed, much appreciated. We're currently at 172 subscribers, and yep, that's it. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.